and welcome back to my channel. How are you all? Hope you're good, hope you're well, hope everybody's having a great time in the world. Okay, so today's video is going to be just about life after uni really. I'm just going to talk to you a bit about my experience because I've been done with uni for about a year now, just over a year actually, to be fair. And yeah, I just want to, you know, do a little bit of a expectations versus reality sort of thing, because I've had a year to sort of reflect on it, and also give a few tips to those who are in third year who've just finished university, and obviously I'm gonna start in the big bad world, and also tips to people who are like in second year and in first year who want to start early to help themselves, you know, for when they do finish uni and they can be really prepared. So if y'all are interested in this, stay tuned. Okay, so education, right? I believe, right, whilst I was studying at university, and basically generally my whole life, I was in sort of a education bubble, because I knew every single year I knew what was going to happen the next year. So when I was in secondary school, I knew I would go to year 7 to year 8 to year 9 up to year 11, and then I would go to college. I knew I was going to go to college, and I always knew that I was going to go to university. So I always knew I'd go to university. Then when I was in university, I knew there'll be first year and I'll go to second year, and so I was always in that bubble of education. And because I was always in that bubble, I never really thought about the real world and life after uni. I honestly just thought things would just slot into place and fit into place naturally. Oh well, boy was I wrong. Okay. University, I believe, is an important step and stage in your life, and I know a lot of people don't attend university, but for me, I feel as if it was something that even if I don't end up using my degree for anything in the future, I feel like just my university experience helped me be independent. It taught me so much about myself that I didn't know about myself when I was living at home with my parents. So I feel like university taught me a lot, and it was definitely worth the money, worthwhile, worth me doing it, definitely. I honestly feel that whilst you're at uni, you need to make use of the resources you have whilst you're in there, because once you leave, it's 10 times harder to do certain things. For example, now, whilst I was at uni, there was a portal called My Gateway, and I'm sure like every university has their individual names and their individual portals, but those portals gave you list of jobs, placements, internships, and you had counsellors, you had people that could advise you, you had people that could go over your CV and check for you and help you with your application. Once you leave uni, obviously you don't have such a wide access to so much help and so much information. So one of my big tips would be, tip number 1, I think I'm going to start to list them, but tip number 1 is, whilst in uni, make use of your resources, because it's so important that whilst you're there, you take advantage of everything. At the end of the day, you're paying £9,000 or 3,000 or however much you're paying a year, and you might as well make your money's worth. Rip them for everything they have, like take them for everything they have, and it's so useful. And that's something I obviously regret not doing, because if I talk about my situation quickly, so I finished uni in May, but I didn't graduate until January, and all throughout that 1 year I've been working in retail, so I haven't actually found a job in the field that I studied in, which is something I still want to do, so I'm not giving up on it quite yet. And I studied media production, just for anyone who didn't know or was interested in to find out what I studied media production, right? So whilst at uni, make use of your resources, because there's just so much for you. Tip number 2 I'm going to tell you to do is start early. So for example, when you're in first year, obviously it's just an introductory year. And honestly, you can start from then. If you know what you want to do when you leave uni, you can start from there. During the summer holidays, there's internships. Sometimes some are paid and some are free, but it doesn't really matter. Like, don't be so hung up on money whilst you're studying, because the just experience alone will help you so much. I've applied for so many jobs that ask for experience, which I don't really have. So experience is literally more valuable than money. Experience will take you so much further than money that you will spend and it'll be done. So don't think about money whilst you're still at uni. Think about experience, because the experience will end up helping you make a lot of money after you finish. So Number 2 would be definitely start early. Start with summer internships. If you can even. Some people didn't and I didn't, but it helps a lot of people if you were to do like a placement after second year. So if you're in university and you're in your second year of uni, after second year you have the option to take a placement year, and then after your placement year go back and do third year. And the placement year is so amazing because the placement year is usually paid, so you're earning while you're learning, and the experience is amazing because once you have something like that on your CV, you're more likely to get a job than someone who has no experience at all and just has a degree. Because even though a degree is important and is required for some jobs, a lot of jobs are more hung up on experience because they want to know that someone has already had experience doing you know, the role that is being advertised, and that once they get there they don't have to be taught from the bottom up, you know, because there's so much. A degree can teach you the academics, but it doesn't really teach you a lot of practical skills, which I feel like experience will do that for you. So definitely try to do placements, try to do summer internships if possible. Another thing I would advise from my experience is just don't give up and don't be disheartened. So if, for example, you're applying for loads of jobs and you just keep on getting negative news, and you keep on getting bad news, and you keep on getting no's, and unfortunately you can't get this job or whatever, don't give up, don't feel disheartened, just keep on pushing through, keep on pushing through. Offer to do free work. Even if you finished uni, offer to do free work just so that you can get anything on your experience, or so you can get a letter of recommendation or some sort of reference, you know. So I would say don't give up is another one. Please don't give up, keep on pushing through, because at the end of the day I'm in the same position as a lot of people may be in. Like, I would love to get a graduate job or get a job in my field, and it's been a year and I still haven't. But you know, I'm not giving up, I'm not gonna stop, you know, because I feel as if you stop then you're never gonna get it. But if you keep on pushing through, then you know eventually something is going to come up for you. Yeah. Another thing I would advise is to read on the role you're applying for. So read on it, do your research, you know, research on the role, research on the type of things that you would do in that role, research on what type of things they're looking for, as in like a skill set and things like that in that role. Because if you research and you read up on it, it will give you a chance to do a better application, because then you know exactly what they're looking for, you know exactly what they would like to hear. So you can either practice those skills, make sure that you've got those skills, work on those skills, and then you can obviously be able to apply those skills onto your CV and apply those skills, so that when they ask you what kind of skills can you bring to this job, you know the kind of skills that they want. You can tell them, and then you know it means that you're more employable, you know. And I'll definitely think, even when you're making your CV, if you don't particularly have experience in the type of role that you're trying to apply for, think about roles you have done and how you can tailor your experience of the roles you have done to make it seem more relevant to the role you are applying for, if that makes any sense. So what I'm trying to say is, for example, I work in retail, right? And I'm trying to apply for a job in an office or a corporate job. I will think about the skills and the things that I've done in retail that could be relevant, like transferable skills that could be relevant to the role that I'm applying for, so that I can be more employable, basically. Because if I haven't got experience in the job I'm trying to apply for, the jobs that I have worked, I'm going to try and find where the skill set can match what I've had to do and what I want to do. And so those are just a few tips. I don't want this video to be too long. If anybody has any extra questions, my email is missworldwide@gmail.com. I'll put it on here, and then I'll also link it in the description box below, so that anyone who wants to email me for any one-on-one advice, because I always get I get a lot of emails from my subscribers asking me for one-on-one advice, I'll be happy to help you. But yeah, just good luck with everything. Good luck with everyone who is looking for a job. Congratulations to everyone who's just finished uni and is about to graduate, and take these tips on board, because at the end of the day, these are things that I didn't necessarily do, but I'm learning to do now. And one more thing I would say is that it's just never too late. Even if you finished uni 3 years ago and you still haven't found the job that you want, don't give up. I've heard stories of people who after 4 years found the job, their dream job, and now they're earning loads and they're happy. So just don't give up, and keep on pushing through. It's never too late. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you learned from this video, enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.